something I needed. About 5 minutes after I left, my mind went back to the previous day and remembered that my wife had asked me if I could turn the water on so she could freshen up. Water to the house was shut off due to a slow leak, and that the contractor was there with her alone before I got there that day, and that she made sure both kids were out of the house. I turned around as something just felt off. I questioned her and she eventually spit out that she had kissed, and that was all. Then after more prying she admitted to guac guac. I was furious. I threw my cup of coffee on the ground, screamed a few expletives at her and stormed out. I was crushed and furious. Now here is the part where I could be a jerk. My wife's parents' opinion of her has always been very important to her. I'm not going to pretend I had good motives here. I wanted to hurt her like she hurt me, so I texted her mother and told her exactly what she did with the contractor. And told my wife that her deceased father would be thoroughly ashamed of her. She has struggled with his passing. It's been almost 5 years and it's still a struggle for her. I also sent my wife a screenshot of what I said to her mother. I realize it sounds childish that I told her mom on her more or less. But her mother's opinion of her means so much to her. She eventually got me back to the house that night. She had told me the dog got out and was missing, but when I pulled in she told me that she had just come back, so I left again. She seemed to be having a mental health crisis, so I texted her mother and told her she needed to come down to stay with her daughter, but I would go back until she got there. When I got there, my wife was gone already, likely only a minute or two. My 2 kids were asleep inside, so I